to So Light. I like, you like.
So light. Hello everybody. This is your host Noel and
Kelyn here. Hello.
hello. Happy Lunar New Year anyway. Even though
Yes.
ended on Sunday.
Yeah, a few days later.
Yeah, but it's okay.
It's
It's
still within
still
the
the first
food.
month, right?
Yes.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
how about you all listeners? Hope that you all had a wonderful break. There was a long weekend, and then after
Yeah.
that, long weekend, and then it was very close to the next weekend some more. Yeah,
Yes.
just that 3 days only, then it's a weekend. So, I
Yep.
wonder if you all had a lot of goodies, and then a lot of our side actually for Asians mostly we gamble lah, right? Hush hush, but yeah.
The small gambles in our own families.
Yes. But then no cash involved. It's just they use the chips only.
Use pay now, pay lah. Now got a lot of ways to transact.
Yes. But no lah. We outside we just use chips lah. Yeah. Now even though
Yeah.
yeah lah, we may joke the pay now, whatever bank transfer all this.
But that's interesting, like how many of you guys, right, are
Ah.
using the digital ang baos? I'm very
Oh,
interested, no?
my side no lah. My side is still quite traditional.
Still using notes, right? Me
Mm.
too, no. I'm still using notes. I'm like, I'm not so sure whether the kids will receive an empty envelope and then they will
Please
use their
scan the
phone to
QR.
scan. Yeah, I still cannot bring myself to do it. I think
Oh,
the real notes are the one that really will spark
yeah.
joy.
I think so. Maybe I would think maybe your kids that generation. When your kids
Maybe.
become parents themselves,
Parents.
then I think
Yeah.
they will be able to accept. That's
Or
like maybe
married
another
couples.
30 years later.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a okay thing for now.
Or maybe they don't even have the physical ang bao. You'll be just like, okay, scan my phone
Yeah.
and get
Correct.
your, yeah.
I think a few years
Yeah.
back there was this joke
Ah,
that they can print, that means you go to those t-shirt printing shop, right? You can print your you go and send them your QR code
I
for your
already
bank
know where
account.
it's going.
Yeah, and then the family will wear the t-shirt like a red t-shirt, and then scan here, then the QR code is so big. So you go towards that family, then you use your phone and then you scan, then okay, how much is your ang pao? And then because you know the DBS, they have this ang pao setting. You know,
Yes.
yeah. So the moment you open, right, it really has the effect of the ang pao. Then the ching ching ching, all the coins flying around
Nothing
in
beats
the
the
screen.
real thing then.
So I guess maybe yeah, your kids that generation 20, 30 years later.
Yeah, maybe it'll be on the sleeve or something. And then like,
Oh,
oh, you want your ang bao, take it
yeah,
from
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Yeah. Or like, covered with like a button or something. Like, you
Oh
don't
yeah.
wish me 恭喜发财, I don't open. Only when you wish me that I'll open. Then you get scared.
Yeah, I think yeah lah, our side still quite traditional. Yeah,
Yeah,
using
it's
the
still at
physical
that
notes
age.
and the physical paper, the ang pao paper.
I can really see
Mm.
the Gen Z doing that, like
Yes.
following that.
Like why
Yeah,
bother? Especially to them is the eco-friendly thing, right? Don't waste paper.
yeah.
Then anyway, the money
Don't
you
need
give
to
me
go and
already,
queue at the bank.
I still need to deposit into
See?
my bank, right? Yeah. And then a lot of people don't use cash nowadays. And everything is
Yeah, everybody
PayWave
uses the
or PayLah,
PayWave.
PayNow. Yeah.
Any pay.
Yeah, so for me was quite eventful this Lunar New Year. So very good lah, because finally we can have big
Yeah.
groups, right? Unlimited packs, right? So it was quite
Yes.
happening. My side, yeah, have quite a few. So that's why I'm so sorry to all our soul listeners
We
that
are
we were
so
quite
sorry.
yeah, so sorry. We were really quite busy lah. So that's why
Mm.
we missed a few episodes. But we
Yeah.
are back now.
Yes, that's the
Yay!
main thing, right?
Yes.
And
Episode
today we have
20.
it's 20 already. It's like you grow a child
Coming from mother.
It's like you grow a child to an adult. And you like, you feel all the pride, joy, and love.
Yes, so
Yeah,
light
so sorry.
is our soulful light.
It's our baby.
Yes. That is so light.
Okay, okay, I can't get enough of the pun yet. Oh well.
Yes.
Yeah, oh yeah, and
Mm.
we will be back with the video episode next week. Because this week our camera just decided not to work so well.
Yes. We're
Yeah.
having some
So
glitches. Yeah.
yeah. So
So at least you have our audio.
yes, yes, yeah. And today, this topic that we have today is quite
Mm.
interesting. Mm,
Yes.
right.
So okay. Here comes Noel's story again. My
Story
life
time.
is
Hey,
full of
we really
experiences.
need the soundboard. We really need the soundboard. The well story time. Yeah, yeah, something like that.
I'm just so full of experiences, right? My life is
Yes,
very colorful lah, it's true lah. But I'm happy
yes.
lah.
They are so full
So
of
full.
experience.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so this week going to talk about this friend of mine
Mm-hmm.
who unfortunately keeps sharing about her work
Oh,
and is starting
quite
to annoy
unfortunate.
me and annoy our social group. So
Ah,
it's really, I mean, I get it. Everybody has their fair share of frustration at
mm-hmm,
work, and then with your
mm-hmm.
superior, with your colleagues, the way things are nowadays. But oh my goodness, it's as though whenever we meet, right? Is it meeting friends to catch up about your life, or is it okay? What is happening in ABC company? It's like a news update, you know. What is happening in ABC company? It's until the extent, So that's why I was sharing with Kelyn as usual.
Mm.
Kelyn is my bestie, so every time whatever things that happen to me, I'll share with her first. She has the first hand news. So we're thinking, hey, just nice we can use it for this week's episode.
So you guys get to hear the updates I get from Noel about
Yes.
life.
The both of us are every time we message and then it's like 20 or 30 text messages. Or it could be
Yeah,
like 30 minutes worth of audio messages on WhatsApp.
definitely the start of the news update.
Yes.
At the end of every like 20 to 30 messages, you're like, okay, this is the end of the
Yeah.
message or end of the
Then you can react now. Yeah.
story. And you can react.
That's how we rant to each other actually.
Then we go, wait, I'm still listening,
Yes.
wait.
Yeah. So about this friend of mine, we
Mm,
every time talk about so many she has quite a conflicting relationship with her superior.
mm,
Uh just change to this new superior. So she has a lot of grudges lah. Like she will complain to us saying that why is my superior like this? Why my superior plan this like this? He don't know that we are doing this, man. Why every time need to arrange for a lot of unnecessary things? We don't we have a lot of work to do already? Doesn't he knows as our superior? Da 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 da. So continue, then and she's quite a conversational hogger. I'm purposely going slow because I don't know whether
oh,
is that actual thing, but can
it's a
like when
Noel
someone
created
who,
word.
yeah, you hog the conversation, and then
Mm.
if you hog with very interesting things, right? Okay, I think okay. Like people, you take it as a learning journey. Like oh yeah, actually there's this topic,
It's like listening to
but
podcasts.
yeah, but she just goes on and on about her superior, and then mix up with her colleagues, those
Oh,
in her dictionary who are very maybe a bit confused about the job. I don't want to label them, but they seem to be a bit confused with their job, their task, which makes her lives a bit difficult, her work life a bit difficult.
Oh,
So yeah, so the conversation is always touring around this my superior and my colleagues, and then the rest of us will just have cricket sounds in our head
yeah, I know.
and just stare at her, then drink our water, drink our beer, drink our wine, then take a mouthful of French fries and just thinking, when is she gonna stop?
When
Until
is
that
this
extent,
gonna end?
Am I
Hmm.
am I creating a visual for y'all?
Yeah, you're just looking down on the floor and drawing circles like, okay, where are we going with this again?
Ah, yes. And again about her superior, it's just there's one term, right? Same story but different day. Same shit but different day. Right.
Constantly about the same thing. Oh.
Correct. I mean, how much can your superior change from this week to another week, right? Yeah.
Or maybe in yeah. I mean, I find I also have such a friend before,
Mm.
and sometimes I find maybe it could be that the life of theirs is, very is in this small little space of work.
Yes.
So then they don't have any other things to talk about.
Yes.
And then all they can think about is all the negative things that happen. So there's always
Mm.
the news update of negative stuff that
Oh
happened at
my.
work today. It's always that. So it's always on the same channel. There's no
Yes.
other channels of like maybe entertainment, comedy like Noel,
Ah.
you know, or like
Mm.
educational like our podcast, the kind of thing. So I
Yes, yes,
find
yes.
it's a little bit on the narrow-minded side,
Oh,
when it
I
comes to a
yes,
mindset.
correct. I was thinking of that also. I was thinking of
Yeah.
that, being quite narrow-minded. And then
Mm.
and then other than us, right? She don't have actually in fact she don't really have other friends. So I guess that's
Oh.
why we are like her only pillar.
You are the only garbage bin to children.
Yes, I guess so. And then not that you see,
Ah,
that's what I always say, right? It's not that I don't want to um I I always feel that in Chinese we say 有来有往 lah, meaning
yeah.
if you scratch my back, scratch your back. So of course I also sometimes I'll be very frustrated at work or frustrated with other matters in my life. So then that's where I will sometimes I'll look for her. So then she will reply back with her
Team channel
how
update.
how how many tons of her work problems boom bomb onto me.
You're like the sampan. You're like the small little boat, and then she's the big wave.
Yes,
Boom.
yes. And
Like,
then the
let me
tsunami.
show you
Oh,
what is worse.
oh my goodness. Yeah. So mine just become like a pea, like a very small green pea.
The whole tree fell on you.
Yes. Ah.
It's not easy. I mean, being them, and I mean, I think in Singapore context, it's quite a common thing because
Mm.
there's quite a lot of emphasis on our culture of work and
Mm.
how we want to make sure we can afford, the high living standards that we
Yes.
have. Yeah, there's a lot of other factors, but
Mm.
generally the common ideal is always about work. When you
Yes.
meet with your friends, like, how's work? This is the
Yeah,
first thing
correct.
that you ask each other,
And then you
other
just
than
let
the
loose already. The moment you ask,
yeah.
you open the floodgate already. Vroom.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much you can talk about in a marriage unless there is, issues or like
Ah,
maybe dating life, that kind of thing. There's
ah,
only so much you can talk. The moment you ask people
yes.
about how's work, wow, here
Wow,
comes
unleashed.
Oh, you HR manager, right? Hey, I ask you, my company like that. Then you
I,
come already. Hey, you IT, right? Hey, I ask you, how come my IT help desk like
yeah.
that? Oh, like you
Okay.
never end one, you will never
Yes.
end. But it might be that this person could, um, this friend of yours or the friend that I had last time, is
Mm.
that their whole life, right? Their main purpose or the main sense of achievement is from work.
I would assume so because other than us, She doesn't have any other social groups, and then
Mm.
she's not married. Obviously, no kids also. So
Aya.
she really is just work and then us and then go back to
You know,
work. And
it's
then the
the
household
rinse
also
and
nothing
repeat
much.
cycle.
Ah, yes. Ah, my goodness.
So sleep, eat, work, go
Mm,
back, sleep, eat, work,
yeah.
go back, sleep, eat, work.
Then in between slot in some complain.
Yeah, in between the social gathering, then she'll roar with the floodgates.
Oh, but
Ay.
actually true, because now that I think of it, right,
Mm-mm.
I was also thinking, is it cause lack of
Lack
control
of
in her? Because
control.
okay, for her, right, I feel she probably she's the kind that you don't need to micromanage. You don't need to
Ah.
micromanage her. That means
Mm-mm.
she can settle things on her own based on her experiences,
Mm-mm.
and also control in terms of why her colleagues don't do the, how should I put it, don't do the work in terms of the SOP, like the workflow.
Ah.
Like why did they go and divert? Why did they go and do another way? Or why did they miss a step? Or
Mm.
why they totally forgot what was the basic knowledge about the task, and then they just jump to the conclusion. Yeah, that kind of thing. Because the conversation kind of circulates around all these topics, so it
Mm.
made me think of maybe because she don't have control. I mean, obviously she cannot control her colleagues.
Yeah.
She can tell them that, hey, I need the documents to be in this way because I have to submit to finance, I have to submit to the reporting manager, the approving authorities, blah blah blah, right?
Mm-mm.
But there bound to be colleagues who are like, yeah, never mind lah, anyway this type of thing is okay.
Oh.
Then
Mm.
why need to go through such a big round.
Esa
I just submit to you,
lah.
then you help me do lah. That sort of some of them also take my friend for granted. That means, she's always so nice. She will help us to do. Never mind lah.
Ouch.
So that's where my friend get very frustrated. Like, I can help you to do, but that's not the basic. That's not my job. To always help you to tidy up the paperwork. You have to tidy up by yourself. If you don't know, I can teach you. And to be fair to
Yeah.
my friend, she's those very loving kind. That means she will teach. If you don't understand, she will teach. But the
Mm.
moment you just take it for granted, then that's where she will from. She will just get very frustrated, and then she don't get frustrated with them. That's the thing. Also, she don't really voice out her frustration. Then she will complain to us.
So you guys are the and all be
Yeah.
all everything not
Yes.
just show to you.
Correct. So we will. I mean, as friends, we will guide her lah. Because I mean, all of us already come out to work for quite some time already. We have experiences with different kinds of colleagues, right, and different sort of
Mm.
superior. So we will guide her. We say that, okay, maybe in this situation, you can try to let your superior know that there's such a thing happening. Then if your colleague is still not cooperative, then of course you have to voice out already. You can't be always helping them to do their work, right? You're not paid to do their
Yeah.
work, right? Right. That sort of
Yeah.
thing.
There's a
Yeah.
reason why they are hired.
Mm. So that's why, I guess, because it's something beyond her control. So she gets
Mm.
frustrated that why are they
Mm.
doing this way, and she actually takes it quite seriously in terms of missing one step or two steps in the entire process for the documents. Yeah. So
Mm.
she will not. I mean, she's very kind-hearted. She will not go and let her superiors know that this colleague is giving me problems. Yeah, but then because she also don't really like her superior, so she will just keep it to herself. Everything keep it to herself. Then you cannot control your colleagues. You
You cannot
cannot
control
let
your superior.
and obviously you cannot control your superior because it's your superior. So
Mm.
so she's just in a very suffocating situation, lah, I feel. And then it's very unhealthy.
Yeah. Yeah, and then to the point where I find if it affects the people around you, especially close friends and stuff, then it's sometimes a good time to make them aware or if
Mm.
they are aware of it, but they don't know what to do, then yeah,
I
they
did I did mention actually a few years back. I did mention about this. That
mm,
is, I did try to tell her like, look, I mean, everybody have their fair share of frustration at work. So for me, that time I gave the example was that I also couldn't stand one of the managerial roles in one of my previous jobs.
mm,
But what can I do? I mean, that manager is doing things that are not right, uh not based on the workflow but based on her emotions. I can complain about her every day, but then I don't. And it comes back to the same thing, which is that manager is the same person, it's just different day,
mm,
right? So I was trying to use my example to tell her that
mm, mm.
don't take it so seriously. Don't
Ah,
don't don't bear grudges until you find that you're so heavy hearted every day. Then you go to work also
mm,
heavy hearted. Then every day you're
mm,
just playing this mentally, and then you're making yourself so exhausted for what? It's still the same person, right?
mm,
Unless you're so frustrated, then you change job, but then you also comfortable with the job. So then one way or another, something has to go, right? Have to let go, right? Yeah. So
yeah,
she did take some. She was quite taken aback when I gave that example. I said that I can complain about this manager of in my company. I mean back then lah, not now lah. I can
forever
complain
and
about that
ever.
person, but then you also will keep on listening the same thing. Then not boring, meh? Yeah, she was quite taken
Mm,
aback. Then she did change for quite a while, but lately it seems that she comes back to that same old lah.
mm,
So that's why I was just thinking, okay, maybe we can use this episode to help people who are in both Kelyn and my situation. That is, you have someone who is like this,
mm,
or if you're listening and then you sort of do some soul searching and then you find that you are behaving like this to your friends, your family, your colleagues, then we hope that by listening to this you can help yourself, right?
yeah,
Mostly is to help yourself to help others as well.
mm,
Yeah.
yeah. I find for this group of people,
Mm.
mainly because the focus is very into their career,
Mm.
and I mean there are really nothing else to distract them. Like,
Yes.
right. So
Mm.
the first thing usually to look out for is to think about like other communities or other interests or a way to express this type of frustration.
Mm.
So, I mean, we have different ways of expressing our own frustration. For me, it's through meditating,
Mm.
journaling. Like Noel
Mm.
also,
Mm. Yes.
journaling. So,
Yes.
chatting with friends is one way, but it's not the only way. So, I find
Yes.
maybe they are not well versed in the other forms of expressing their frustration.
Mm.
So, that
Mm.
may be one of the reasons why they only tilt towards their friend. So the moment you can open their world to the other ways of expressing themselves,
Mm.
like maybe through exercise or through certain hobbies or joining some new interests, right?
Mm.
They can actually let go of that grudge lah that you're mentioning about.
Mm.
Right? Because one thing is the control. So if let's say you join an interest group or you join a community where you have a control,
Okay.
yeah, that could help to balance
Ah,
the person
yeah.
out a bit more.
I think because now it's lopsided,
Yeah,
right? Correct.
yeah. It's a bit of like there is a lot of suppression on
Mm.
her head. Like there's a
Yes.
lot of um controlling factor, controlling her instead of she knowing like what she want to do but she can't
Mm.
do.
Correct.
So um since you can't do it at your work, you can actually do it elsewhere, right?
Mm.
Yeah. So you could, join an interest group or I mean writing journal is some sort of controlling. You are controlling what you're writing.
Mm.
Doing some sort of exercise, you're controlling your movements, your
Yeah.
physical body and
Yes.
stuff. Um, if you feel that you tend to go into this state of like
Mm.
controlling, um, very narrow-minded state,
Mm.
there are a few ways, right, that we can instantly bring yourself out of it.
Oh, yes. I
Ah,
think I think this would be a very good tip.
yeah, like
Mm.
one of the ways is that to use your peripheral vision.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So it's good if that you have a friend to help you with this. I mean,
Mm.
you can do this for her if she's
Okay.
open to it.
Yes.
Basically, she sits on a chair, right?
Okay. Okay.
Where there's nothing lah. So there's nothing around you guys. So
Okay.
just one chair in a room,
Okay.
right? And then you put your hands. You stand at her back,
Okay.
and then you put your hands, both your hands, you stretch out beside her. Oh,
Okay.
this will be the time where the video should really work. Then you can see what I'm trying to do. Okay,
Ah.
so
Okay.
you put your hands on both sides of her eyes, like
Okay.
further away lah from her ears and all that,
Okay.
right? Just give it some space, but she will be able to see from the side of her eye, right? That
Yes.
your hands are there, right?
Yes.
Okay, instruct her to look straight in front at
Mm.
one point. Do not look at the hands. Only look
Mm.
at the point that is in front of her,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
But she still can see from her peripheral vision your hands.
Okay.
Okay? So slowly ask her to close her eyes, breathe in, and then open her eyes again. You move your hands a little bit outside, slowly
Mm.
bit by bit. So you just repeat this step. Close your eyes, open your eyes, and you move your hands backward a bit.
Mm.
Let her still try to find your hands, but still looking at the same point.
Okay. Okay.
This is a way to trick our neural and physical the sympathetic system to
Mm.
bring our awareness outward. Like we are not
Okay.
in a fight or flight state. We are
Okay.
actually in a safe zone. So
Okay.
it's fine to look outside.
Mm.
When you do this, um, a lot of people they mention that they feel a bit more open-minded. They can
Okay.
see more possibilities. They feel a bit more lighter, not so
Okay.
heavy. Like you mentioned, it's very heavy-hearted kind of feeling. Like
Yes.
you're bringing all this grudge around with you, right? So
Yes.
yeah, this can actually help the person feel better. And you can do it for yourself. Like the moment you know the theory behind how it
Mm.
works. So
Okay.
basically, if you find yourself in a very narrow-minded state or you are getting into a more anxious, overly frantic kind of state, you can do this for yourself, right?
Okay. Okay.
Another thing that helps is to breathe in while having your tip of your tongue on
Ah.
the upper palate.
Oh.
Mm,
Okay.
yeah, but really upper, almost close to the molars of your teeth. That
Mm.
area, okay?
Mm.
And then when you do 3 deep breath with that, your brain will automatically switch off the fight or flight system.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Because if you're running, you don't have the time to think about all this. But when you can use this to help you calm yourself down,
Mm.
it also helps people who have narrow-mindedness to give themselves a bit more open space. Then after that, you can suggest, okay, journaling might be a way to help you.
Mm.
Exercising might be a way to help you. They will be
Okay.
more open-minded to all the suggestions or
Yes.
any advice you all have like regarding what she should do in her work, how she communicate with other people, that kind of thing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Which
So,
reminds me also that time actually
mm,
we also constantly share this um why sh- uh why should you control others when it's
mm,
beyond control? You control something that is within your means.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, yeah. Actually, I can use this. I can let her know that instead
Mm.
of controlling her colleagues, like you must do step 1 to step 5, then you continue 6, 7, 8. You don't step 1 then you jump to step 10. That's
Yeah, you
the
cannot
issue that
control
she's
what they
facing. Yeah,
do.
correct. So that's why she gets
Yeah.
frustrated because she has to do the in between 2 to 9 for them.
Oh. Mm.
Yeah, where or some will give step 1, 3, 5, and then 2 and 4 miss out. Then you're, !aiya! Never mind lah, never mind lah, right? They will try to get their way and then say, "Ah, it's okay one, right? Step 2 and step 4 never do. I already did 1, 3, 5. Yeah, that kind of thing. So that's where
Mm.
it adds to her frustration. It's like she has this pile, this plate, full of frustrations already, and then they just keep piling it on and on. And then
Yeah, I
doesn't help that
mean,
she's frustrated with her superior because her superior doesn't see things from her point of view. So her
mm,
superior is those very happy go lucky in a very unproductive way. So her superior is like, okay, things like this, okay, then next. Then she'll be my friend will be thinking, what? Do you not hear me?
I
That kind of thing. So,
I know,
so
I
what is going
know.
on in her world? She's like, what is going on? Why is everyone like this? Yeah, so she's
Yeah,
trapped in this. She's being circulated by all these type of people. So that's why she cannot find a small gap to get out of it. She cannot. Even the slightest gap, she cannot. She cannot just squeeze herself out of this circle of I shall call this the frustrating circle.
the sphere of frustration.
Yes. My goodness.
Oh dear.
So
Yeah. So
and
I mean,
and because that time when I was telling her that, right, she in fact just now I was sharing, right, that she in fact she did um change a bit, but then now that it came back again. So I'm thinking, what other way should I use to tell her? Because I already used the example like a few years back. Then
yeah, I think.
I don't know whether that will help again, but then is there anything else that I can do for her
Hmm.
as a friend?
Hmm. Yeah. Sometimes I find their while their vision may be narrow, it could also be because there's really no other times when they are with themselves doing things that they want to do.
Mm,
Like I mean work maybe is something that she enjoy, maybe I don't know. But
mm,
if it's something that she enjoy and then she find that it's fine, it's more than enough for me. I'm doing what I love to do, so I'm not working technically.
mm.
But sometimes you still need some off time away from
Yes.
work or things that you are interested in to settle yourself down. Um, or maybe sometimes you can go into a little bit of reflection mode. Like once you get them to open mind a bit, open their mind a bit.
A bit difficult because I did try
Mm.
talking about it. Then she feels that instead she feels we are finding fault with her or like
Oh.
blaming her for behaving this
Mm.
way. Yeah,
Then we have to
so
go another direction already.
yeah, so it's a bit difficult because she's already on hypersensitive mode. So
Mm.
everything and anything can cause a eruption of the
A
volcano.
spark in the a spark in the frustration sphere.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I
I
want to
mean
help
it
her. I really want to help her. It's not healthy lah. Yeah, especially
is a
we
very
have the
healthy.
podcast or this, right? So it really
Mm.
raises the awareness that we have to have the healthy mindset in order to it not just help us, it helps the people around us also. So I'm also trying to see what can be done in
Mm.
her life. Yeah.
Yeah. So awareness is very important
Mm.
now
Mm.
now than ever actually because now the whole world is moving at a very fast speed
Yes.
and we don't have the luxury of time like what we used to, especially when it comes to career
Mm-mm.
or, go like even nurturing kids is very fast paced.
Yes.
So I mean if it's something that don't make you happy, why still dwell in it? Like you and your other friends been telling her like why go and try to control something you cannot control? So
Yes.
instead bring your focus to something you can control.
Mm.
Or if you ever get into a more awareness state of mind for her,
Mm.
you maybe can ask her some sort of questions around like what do you think is holding you back from being open minded?
Mm.
Was there something that happened previously that made you feel that this whole work matter is very important? Is the
Mm.
life and death of my life.
Mm.
Like, you know, every time I read about those end of life stories or like those eulogy, right? It's
Mm.
always about the regret of, you know, not taking care of myself, not
Mm.
expressing my love for others, not saying sorry, you know, like you don't want to be at the end of your life and then think about, oh, I should have let go of this issue already. It bothered me for 10 years in my working life and it made everybody around me unhappy.
Mm.
And I was unhappy too, right?
Yes.
Although I'm enjoying what I'm doing, but I'm unhappy doing the work, right?
Yes.
So then why would you want to put yourself in that state? Or sometimes some people, if you tell them directly that, hey, you should stop doing ABC, they get very defensive. You could
Yes,
bring
that's
in
what happened.
examples.
Correct. That's what happened too.
Yeah, you can bring in
Mm.
examples. Like my friend previously, her whole life is about her work,
Mm.
and she's nearing her retirement age. And
Mm.
all of us were very concerned with her because she will stay back late every day after working hours, and she will still go back in on Saturdays and Sundays.
Ah.
Yeah, and we were like, this is your second home. Then she, no, this is my first home. My house is my second home.
Ay.
So, like to us, right, it's okay you devote yourself into the work. It's
Yes,
fine,
of course. If you're
right?
full of passion for your
Yeah,
work,
yeah, yeah. I
yeah,
mean,
by all
if
means,
it's
man.
yeah, but there comes a point where either you might burn out or you might start hating everything about the
Mm.
work, and then you start seeing everything in very narrow lens, which is where all the grudge holding, all the very
Mm.
heavy hearted kind of feeling like, you know, I make so much time to make this, you know, all this nonsense, right?
Mm.
It will start to pile on you.
Yeah.
And then your need to control everything around you just heightens. And then
Yeah.
nothing anyone can do to help bring you down.
That's what I was trying to tell her, like, you have to filter out. Like, now is after work already. Just have to filter out and to let go. Whatever has happened during the 8 to 5 p.m., 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., or 9 to 6 p.m., just let it stay at where it is. And if that's why I like to use this example. It's not that bad of an emergency like A&E, right? Why are you so
Yeah.
in our local terms? Why are you so kanchiong? Kanchiong is something
Yeah.
like, why are you so how should we explain?
Hasty.
Something like hasty. Why are you so anxious? Yeah. Just
Yeah.
just filter out, it's after work already. Don't go and think about it. And
Mm.
somehow it's not like your superior went to embezzlement, or then or like
Yeah.
maybe some sexual harassment or something. It's not to the extent, right? It's not like a A&E
It's not.
emergency case, right?
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
not. Yeah.
it's just like a normal characteristics of a person's working attitude and character at work. Then
Mm.
if you don't match with them, then it's okay. Just do whatever you have to do. Why do you have to hold it so tightly and then, like, why is this person not doing this? Oh, right. You don't have to. Then, we are trying to help her to filter out, but she cannot. In the Excel, it makes me think of Excel spreadsheet. The filter, you can tick, tick, tick. What after work, you only tick this few checkbox. Okay, talk about
That one
what
only
is the
one.
latest drama, or what
That
new
one only
what
one
what
checkbox.
hobbies. This one is tick all.
No, only one checkbox. There's
Also
no
true.
other
Also true,
checkbox.
because only work Her life only has work My goodness.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
sometimes like talking about like talking of others or like,
Mm.
you know, sometimes of course we talk about others on this podcast a lot
Mm.
of times.
Yes.
I was just sharing with my husband the other day.
Yes.
There's a difference between gossip and
Ah.
constructive, not criticism. We are not talking about
Mm.
criticizing the person, but constructive learning,
Mm.
right? Like if
Yes.
you see a behavior or something that somebody exhibit and you're not
Mm.
happy with it,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Either you can tell the person, or I mean, if it's within your control, let the person know. But if it's not within your control and you want to share your friend like your frustration, and maybe once, twice, that's it, right? And then after that, learn like what is this scenario is trying to teach me, or what is something I can learn from this person.
Ah,
Why
yes.
am I so triggered by this
Ah.
person's behavior? Is that something that I have not figured out or resolved in myself? That's why I cannot let it go.
Yes.
Ah. And
Yes.
sometimes it's not really like a very simple thing, like, just let go, kind of thing.
Yeah,
But
yeah, of
sometimes it
course, of
might take a
course.
while, it might take
Yes.
years, to slowly come out of that shell of like, oh, I see. Is mostly people are acting this way, but I'm
Mm.
the one who finds it off.
Mm.
Like the rest of the people don't find that there is a problem. So
Okay.
why do I think this way? Then start to, generate your own thoughts and stuff. Like, while you're talking to your friends, I'm sure they would rather you have that type of reflective kind of conversation where it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I tell you, okay, I realize there's a pattern, that kind of thing. Like this particular colleague of mine, she just like to miss two and four. She always do
Mm.
1, 3, 5, but she always miss two and four. I
Yes.
realize that is a pattern. And then
Ah.
when you tell your friends that, hey, I found out what's the pattern and I found the solution to help her.
Mm.
And then, everyone else will be like, hey, that's good. I mean, good job for
Oh,
you. Like,
we learn something from
yeah,
you,
we
from your
all also learn
example.
something. Yes,
Mm.
correct. As compared to, yeah, she do it again. Yeah, yeah, I tell you how many times already.
Mm.
Yeah. Like, everybody has that frustration once in a
Ah.
while, but it's
Yes.
not, it's not productive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And in the friendship kind of circle, if you're a conversational hoarder some more, then,
Ah.
mm,
Yeah, so
try to avoid lah.
and I don't know. I find that maybe she needs some me time to do some
Mm.
soul searching so that she can be
Ah,
so light.
so that her soul can be lighter.
Yes.
Both of us and our pants. Oh my god. So it was singing first, then now it's pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
think
think me time is very important. Maybe she
it's
doesn't have.
very.
But my only concern is, right, what if she has me time and then the me time, she spend time thinking about why her colleagues are like that? Then what is the point of having me time? Maybe she'll
No,
sit
I
there
mean,
when she's chilling out and then hi, why this colleague A is doing this again? Why my superior
right,
never? Oh my
stabbing the
goodness!
pen on the person
Yeah,
being
I feel
like,
like if only you have the needle right to burst all the if the thought bubbles right for her on her behalf like tuk.
oh,
That's my worry,
this
What if we suggest to her, maybe you should have some me time to do maybe some reflection or what? And then
to
her
tell
reflection is
people.
to continue to brood over what is her colleagues doing, what her colleagues are doing.
Oh dear. I mean, like,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, so that's why I find the approach very important.
yeah, correct. I
Yeah.
am trying to find a suitable pathway, that you can. It's like finding the suitable route so that there's no traffic jam.
Is there some sort of like a habit form? I find that there's
What
some
do you
sort of
mean?
habit form. Like for some people, right, the moment they
Ah,
sit down on the dining table, it's like switch on the talking button.
yes,
You know what I mean?
yes, yes.
But like, when they sit in front of the TV or they sit in front of their computer, they don't talk.
Hmm.
Like they know that it's for entertainment, so they will listen to the TV or they
Or
will
music, or
or music or whatever they are doing on the computer, right? Maybe
or
playing games. So the talking button is not on. So
or
if there is a habit, right, then the way to stop them from talking is to bring them to another place.
okay. Then every time watch movie lah like that. watch movie. Then go for then I settle dinner at home first, then I meet y'all directly at the cinema. Then watch movie 3 hours of Marvel's movie, whatever. Then after
Yeah,
that,
after the
hey, okay,
movie, go
bye.
sit down and chit chat.
Hey, you're very tired. Watch midnight movie very tired. Now already 2 a.m. Okay, bye. That
I mean,
sounds
if the
that's
if
like
the
very
set,
bad leh.
no, I mean if the setting is like a dining area or like some restaurant or like maybe y'all frequent certain restaurant
Ah,
frequently, right? Because y'all
ah,
like the food there. Then yeah,
ah.
change the place, change the environment. Yeah,
Yeah, because
you bring
being
the person into a
comfortable.
more open
Ah,
mind. Mm.
okay, okay, okay.
Because there's some sort of anchoring really. I'm thinking like,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Sit down on the white chair, on the white
My
table
goodness.
equals to on mic and start podcast. See? For me
Ayo.
lah. So there is that habit already.
Okay, maybe just that I didn't think of it. But it's just
Mm.
my. I just hope that she can be open minded lah, instead of thinking that we are finding fault with her. You see,
Mm.
is we want to help her. It's not that we want to harm her, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
she thinks that we are highlighting her faults instead. So that
Mm.
is quite tough. Hmm.
Yeah, sometimes, the defensiveness definitely will come up. So
Mm.
when you bring a person into like maybe a new place or like you say the movies, they the defenses will come down
Mm.
a little bit
Okay.
more. And then when you bring up the topic of like, hey, I was just thinking, like, was there any point in your life that have so called made you feel that being open minded is a loss? Like, you are losing something if you are too open minded.
Then let them
Yeah.
elaborate and.
Let them elaborate.
Mm.
Don't even talk about work, man. I mean, that's 100% on their mind.
Yes,
So you
yes.
don't even need to tell them, you don't even need to cue them that, hey, we're talking about work context. You don't need
Ah,
to.
please no.
It's like, the background music is already there. You're just asking them another question so that they focus on that question first.
Yes, yes.
Then it's easier for them to slowly open up more. Like, oh yeah, because maybe like for some people they might have been traumatized before for being open
Oh.
minded, or maybe they've been fought, as in fought, FAULT, fought for
Mm.
being open minded or being flexible in
Or
certain
being
areas of
honest.
or being honest or
Yeah.
or being straightforward about another
Mm.
person's mistake,
Okay,
right?
okay.
So it might have held them back. So therefore, if another person make a mistake next time, I shall not say. If another person take advantage of me, I shall not say because
Mm.
I'm just gonna get blamed, and then the
Yes.
defenses will come up. But yeah, they
Mm.
have to live with this frustration for life. It's not a way
Oh
to
dear.
live. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not really. It's really not. If not, another approach is: do you still want to continue this type of frustration sphere
Yeah, for your whole
within?
life. Then your life is so
Yeah,
boring eh.
boring one thing. Another thing is so
So
is
mentally
disease
exhausting.
causing. Yeah, it's disease
Mm.
causing actually because you're
Yeah.
holding so much anger,
Yes. Not good for your
right?
mental health.
Yeah, not good for your mental health either.
Mm.
Definitely not. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's always that Tao theory is always a balance, right? We're always
Mm.
trying to achieve equilibrium of everything.
Mm. Mm.
So too much of something is not good, definitely.
Yes.
So too much of
Yes.
sugar, too much of oily food is never good
Ah.
for you,
Yep.
right? The same thing, too much of anger, too much of frustration,
Mm.
especially
Too much
80
of
to 90%.
anxiety. Yeah.
Yeah, anxiety, 80 to
Mm.
90% of your life, which is your work, is also not
Yes.
good. So you
Exactly.
must always try to balance. So you want to bring the picture of the other side, which is the release, the relaxation, the
Hello from the other
here
side.
comes. Yeah. So you want to bring the balance a little bit more
Mm.
tilted on the let go side. Which,
Yes. I hope I shall find an opportunity.
yeah,
Because
to
I
bring her to the
really,
movies.
yeah, yeah, I guess.
Movies first, talk later.
So anyway, I do let us know if y'all have any friends who are some sort like our examples, and then are there any ways that y'all have tried, or maybe y'all
Mm.
listen to our podcast and then you try on your friend, and then any
Yeah,
any
yeah,
conclusion, please share with us,
yeah, yeah,
and you can DM us on our Instagram for
yeah.
sure. Yes.
I try to find the visual photo of how to do the peripheral vision,
Ah,
you know,
or maybe we can
thing
do
with
on the
my
next
friend.
episode when our webcam is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do it again. Yes,
Definitely, yeah, yeah,
yes.
yeah.
We can ask
Yeah.
Kelyn to showcase.
Yeah. Or maybe both of us can make a short video about it. It's a very interesting thing you can do with your friend. It's
Just
very
by doing
fun.
that physical exercise, yes.
Yeah. It opens up the brain to a lot of possibilities.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think we shall end our episode 20 here. So hope
Yes.
you enjoy the audio for this week. Sorry again.
So sorry.
So sorry to our
So
soul
fully
lighters.
sorry.
So in the meantime, stay
Stay
soulful
soulful
and
and
light.
light. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.